Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have with me the gorgeous Azalea by Laura Lee Eagles. Now she was a limited edition bub that I think is sold out now, and she was reborn by Babes in Arms Nursery here in Australia on the Gold Coast, and she is absolutely adorable, as you can see. And she is very much treasured by me in my collection. She's wearing a little TK Maxx little bunny rabbit set. You can see the little bunnies on her tummy, and she's cuddling her little bunny here. So yeah, she's looking a little bit washed out because of all of the white, but it's gone a bit warmer now. I put my hand in. But today I want to tell you a few things that happened lately to me. Also some news that I've heard recently. So if you're interested knowing more about some reborn news and just general chit chat, then stay tuned. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was something that was announced just very recently, which is really sad for a lot of people. And that's that the Rose Doll Show has been cancelled for 2021 already. I'm pretty sure that COVID was the reason why they had to make that decision. Fortunately, things in the USA are really quite bad with the pandemic. So I totally understand why, but I do know that, obviously that has really upset a lot of people because they just love to go to those doll shows. Um, I'm trying to think. I saw something else got cancelled and everyone got a refund. Oh, that's right. IDTS. The IDTS show was also cancelled. I'm pretty sure I saw that. Yes, and now they've all got to be refunded as well, obviously. I mean, if Rose is cancelled, then IDTS will be cancelled. So unfortunately, that's an update for everyone around the world who might not have seen the news. Hopefully you have. So those people have already got tickets. So yeah, that's the sad news about the Reborn doll shows. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about was a bit of a crazy, funny incident that happened just the other night. My daughter and I were in the lounge and we were watching TV. I was watching TV and on my laptop. And my daughter looked behind me up on the wall high up and said, Mum, you know that you don't like certain types of cockroaches. She's like, I don't know which one, if this is the one that you don't like or this is the one that you don't mind. And I was like, oh God. So I looked up, and sure enough, on the ceiling, well, near the ceiling, was one of the cockroach types that, well, it was the cockroach type that I hate, which I hate the American ones. Don't mind the German, don't mind the little ones, the beetle type looking ones. I'm fine with those, but the American cockroach is just so disgusting to me, and it flies and it's just gross. I looked up and there it was. I was like, oh God. And so we got the fly spray because I thought if we hit it and miss it, at least the fly spray will kill it. So I got the spray, I sprayed it, and my worst nightmare happened. As I started spraying it, it literally flew off the wall at me. And I was screaming out. It was so funny in hindsight. And then it just dropped from the wall. It sort of went outwards towards me, and then it started floating down and it landed on my reborn that was on the couch. Oh my God. I was so grossed out. And I started screaming, get a shoe, get a shoe, get a shoe, get a shoe. It was so funny to my daughter. So she went and got me a shoe, and then I said, you get it, you get it, you get it. And she's like, no, you get it. I was like, no, you get it. It was so funny. It was like, oh, it was just like a big comedian act in this lounge. And so she finally agreed to go in, and she's moving some blankets and stuff like that. I'm like, I saw it on my doll. I saw it on my doll. And she I can't see it. I can't see it. So she was moving everything around my reborn and the blankets. She's like, I can't find it. I can't find it. I'm going to go to bed because, it was quite late. And I'm like, well, at least we sprayed it. At least I know that now we can't find it, that it will die with the spray. And then I said, before you go to bed, I just want to move my Reborn because that's the last place I saw it. Oh my God. I picked up my Reborn and it came crawling out of the blanket. And I started screaming and yelling. And luckily there was a pillow on the couch just like here. So I put my Reborn that was wrapped up in the wrap right on top of the pillow. And the cockroach, oh, I can't even say the word, fell out of the blanket. Sorry, I'm just having a moment. And landed on the pillow upside down and he didn't move. He mustn't have been too well. I was like, oh my God, oh my God. I was so relieved that I was there in my sight. I could get it. But I was also so grossed out. And I'm like, I'm going to put the whole pillow outside. So I took the Reborn off it and left the cockroach sitting on the pillow. Upside down, legs hanging up. And I took him outside and I just threw him outside and shut the thing, and he was already dying. So that was my disgusting cockroach story. I can't believe of all places he landed on my Reborn. I'm not happy. And every time I look at her, I can see the cockroach near her or on her, and it's just grossing me out. And I'm trying to get that vision out of my mind, which I know in time it will. But until then, I just have to try and deal with it. So that was my funny cockroach story. Have you got any really funny stories like that that grossed you out? Ugh. We have giant huntsmans here, like really big, like nearly as big as my hand. And we had one that was 3/4 the size of my hand in the lounge 2 years ago. I never forget, in summer 2 years ago. He was so huge, but he didn't go anywhere near my Reborns, thank God. So I don't have that memory of them near my Reborns. But anyways, the other thing I want to talk about is I had a lovely person message me recently letting me know that I think it was on eBay. I'm pretty sure it was on eBay. What she saw was that a Chinese scammer had bought an illegal copy kit, the limbs, and had reborn the limbs, rooted the hair, and just took photos of the limbs and the head with the rooted hair and said, this is for sale. So, and if you want to buy this, you have to buy your own body and you have to assemble it yourself. That was a real first. I've never seen that before. So thank you to that lovely person who they know who they are for sending that to me. That's really scary. That's really, really scary that now they are reborning the limbs, the head, and like I will have to be really honest. It was a pretty good job. Like it was really passable. And I was just like, oh no, like it just seems like there's just more and more happening with this journey with them. And it's just like so frustrating. But I think the good news is with that, I don't think a lot of newbies would buy that because they wouldn't know how to where to buy a body, where to buy all the stuffing and the weighting, and they wouldn't know how to do all that. So I think in a way that's good that they're trying to do that because like it's better that they do that than other things because I think a lot of newbies wouldn't touch that because it just would be too much for them to deal with. They would rather a full ready-made body, a baby. So that's the only good thing I could say about that. And the last thing I wanted to talk about is this little girl. I went to pick her up to bring her around in here for this video, and she is weighty. Now, I know everyone's different. Some people love heavy bubs. Some people hate heavy bubs. I personally do not like really heavy babies. I like my babies to be weighted, yes, but I do not like them to be a weight. I just like them to be very lightly weighted. So I have decided that straight after making this video, I am going to reweight her. But I have a dilemma. My dilemma is I've reweighted so many bubs, so many bubs that I have a giant snap-lock bag that's really huge, full, and I mean full of glass beads, baby fat, baby pellets, all the stuff. Like, it weighs, I would say, 5 kilos. I kid you not, because of that is how much weight I've taken out of all my bubs, and they're still all weighted, but they're all just got that extra weight. Like, most babies have 2 sacks in them. I will take the 1 sack out and leave 1 sack in, and then just fill the rest with filling. But my problem is I have used all my filling over the years, and I've got a huge amount of weighting material, but I have no filling material. So what you can do is you can use new cushions, and you can use the filling in there, and then I'll just have to buy a cheap replacement one. They're $5 from Target, and replace the pillow. So yeah, she's going to be next on the block to get reweighted. She's just too heavy for me. I just find that it really drags on my arm when I'm holding a really heavily weighted baby. And, like I say, it's just a personal thing. Some people would love her weight. Some people might even think she's too light for them. But for me personally, she's just that little bit too weighty. So I'm going to enjoy doing that to her. So anyway, that's my video today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more of my collection. I love sharing all my reborns with you, and love hearing all your comments below. Really, really read them. Love reading them every day, and I just love to hear all your feedback. So anyway, it's bye from me and this gorgeous girl, Azalea. Thanks for watching today. Until next time, see you later. Bye.